The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Sean.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning and happy Wednesday. It's September 27th and it's 5. Sorry, just got a little tick. Oh, look at that. It's 5:30 right now. Boom.
Oh, my goodness. It's also the first overnight of construction over on the Hospital Street Bridge.
Right. I remember hearing about this. What happened? What's going on?
Yeah,
you drive that way.
I do drive that way. So they've had those big signs up for, I don't know, over a month that say construction is starting September 26th from 9 p.m. till I think 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And definitely experienced it at 4:30 a.m. So the whole underneath the bridge is closed. So basically there's a sign heading down the giant hill that says bridge construction 3 kilometers. And so everybody starts braking then, and you go about 50 for the rest of your way. And then, of course, it kind of veers you over into the Hospital Street exit.
Right.
Then you have to wait for the light to turn and then continue back down onto the highway.
Okay, so there's no driving under the bridge.
There is no driving under the bridge. It is all blocked off, but it is only blocked off overnight.
Right.
So it only affects us early risers, us 5 a.m., 4 a.m. club people.
Okay, good to know. Was there any backup, or were you the only one waiting at the light?
Okay, there was some backup because I think they have changed the Hospital Street light timings
right.
to account for the construction on top of the bridge as well.
Yeah.
So I discovered just yesterday, really, that the lights were really timed better for people who were needing to use Hospital Street to turn left to go up 63 South.
Oh, yeah.
And so then, though, when you're doing it the other way in the middle of the night, I think I waited at that light for nearly 5 minutes. I am actually going to have to set my alarm early to leave sooner in the morning to get here on time.
5 minutes early.
Yeah. Well,
that's a ton in the morning.
If you start going 50 instead of 90 down the bridge, and then you continue to stop for 5 minutes at a light, like you're adding probably 7 or 8 minutes to your time to get somewhere.
Big time.
And I'm excited. I'm stoked that they're fixing the bridge. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, that was pretty nasty, that bridge.
Yeah, totally. That rebarb looked terrifying.
Major sports news last night involving the Canadian women's soccer team.
Okay.
So qualifying is going on right now for the Paris 2024 Summer Olympics.
Wow, we're already on another Olympic year. Okay.
Yeah, I think with COVID, we now get kind of treated to almost 3 in a row or something like that. Or at least it feels like a lot of Olympics in a row.
It sure does. Between the Olympics and the World Cup that only comes 4 years, it just feels like we've been on a world stage of sports here for a while.
Yeah, big time. So they had a game last night against Jamaica. Now, they played Jamaica, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and it was a best of 2 with a combined score called an aggregate. So
aggregate.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you. I don't know. You just said it so weird.
Yeah.
I had to repeat it.
Yeah. It's just one of those big words early in the morning where I got to really enunciate it.
An aggregate.
And so they won 2-0 in the first game, which set them up very nicely for the second game. And I think loser doesn't qualify, winner qualifies type of thing.
Oh, that's a high stakes game.
Yeah, so game 2 was in Toronto last night, and they won 2-1.
Good job, Canada.
3-1? 2-1? Anyways, they won. They're going to the Olympics is what I'm trying to say here.
Go women's soccer. That's amazing.
Yes.
So our favorite girl who kind of is in all the commercials and is the oldest player on the team.
Christine Sinclair?
Yeah. Is she going?
Well, she's 50 now.
It's her decision or what?
I don't know.
Oh,
they got a ton of young, good players. They were saying last night it might have been her last game in a Canada jersey on home soil.
Wow.
Yeah, she might not play for Canada on Canadian soil again just because I think she is nearing retirement. So it was...
That's a heavy game.
Yeah.
That's a heavy buzzer at the end.
Yeah, it was a big time. the best goal scorer in worldwide history, men's or women's. She scored the most goals in international play, and yeah, a legend, an absolute legend. And I don't know if she's going to be on the Olympic squad for next year.
Wow. Okay. Well, very exciting. I can't believe we get another Olympics and Canada gets to go.
They get to defend their gold medal because they won gold at the past. So they are the defending. They are the defending gold medal champions. So they get to defend it.
Awesome. Tinder has a new program. You can pay $500 a month to get access to the most exclusive of profiles.
I also scrolled by this Tinder Select, and it sounds absolutely wild. You couldn't pitch this to me for $50, let alone $500.
And it's crazy. They're saying that you have to apply to be considered to pay the $500 a month. But what you get with it is 2 messages a week, where you don't even have to match with the person to be able to send them a message and say, hey, I'm interested. You look cute.
Yeah. It's to like the select 1% of people out there that are going to be getting this like deluxe version of the dating app. And it's just like, I can't believe you could just pay $500 to essentially like be a creep and like send a unprovoked DM to someone, or
be left on red. Like, I mean, you send a message to somebody and they're like, oh my gosh, this person's so desperate, they paid $500 to message me. I don't want to talk to them. I don't know.
It's just unhinged how far this like dating world has gone with these pay per week, month, year apps have gotten. Like, the $500 per month here for Tinder isn't the only one out there either.
Yeah, but I mean, this is like very expensive in my
There's
mind.
one, I'm guessing it's for like the New Yorks and Chicagos and major hubs of the world. I believe it's called The League.
The
League. And it could cost people $1,000 a week.
Oh my gosh.
Dating app.
Yeah, it's probably
just like the hottest, most matched with people. And it's just like, who's
paying this? Well, probably like half of them aren't paying it, and then the other half are the ones who are just like, I have money and nobody to spend it on. I guess I'll spend it on my dating app. You can also get a badge too. If you pay the $500, they're going to allow you to choose if you want to put a Tinder Select badge around your profile picture. It's like, no, please do not tell people that I paid the $500.
Yeah, might as well put desperate on your forehead instead of a badge. Holy crap. Hollywood is slowly getting back to normal. The writers' strike, I think around midnight, it officially ended.
Big congrats to them. I mean, they've been picketing since May.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been, you mentioned that off air just for a hot second, like it's been since May, and I was like, nah, July, maybe.
No, that's when the actors went on strike. The writers have been on strike for 5 whole months.
That's wild. That's absolutely wild. But yeah, midnight, they get to go back to work, and it's very exciting times, because I also saw a tweet when I woke up this morning from the Stranger Things writers, and that is one of my favorite TV shows.
You do love that one with Eleven and I don't know any of the other characters' names.
They're like, we're back. And I just kind of got the chills a little bit. I was actually thinking this past week and on the weekend, I was like, maybe I'm going to start Stranger Things again. Just watch from season 1. I miss it. I miss it a little bit. Maybe rewatch it.
They did say the penultimate season came out, last July, already a year ago. So, and then
great.
So then they have the ultimate season coming out, their final one. When?
I think it got kind of pushed to 2025.
2025? Can we even say those words right now? Is that an actual year that's coming up? Oh my goodness.
5 years to 2030. It's absolutely wild.
Don't say things like
to think about. But yeah, so I'm super excited that they get to start writing or rewriting that bad boy, get back to it. But then I also saw, like, that's one good, and then I saw one bad.
One bad.
As well. Yeah, I saw that they are reportedly going to be doing a reboot of The Office, and one of the original homies who kind of helped write the American version is going to be hopping on board on it.
Why do you think this is bad?
Well, because it's a classic. It's like everyone's show that they go to and they need something in the background. Why do you need to do a reboot?
Okay, and now do you think that the actors feel this way? Like, do you think that John Krasinski and Steve Carell and them are not going to sign up for it again?
I don't think so.
They'll just be like, that's just lame.
Let's leave it, and let's just leave it how, like, we left a legacy.
Yeah,
it's everyone's favorite show type of thing. why would you put yourself through maybe a horrendous reboot? And so I think it would be new actors, and then that just like is just like tarnishing a lot.
Yeah, and then can you call it The Office anymore, or is it Yeah. Okay, I can see what you're saying. I never watched The Office to begin with, so I'm happy for the people who are happy for it. But it doesn't affect me.
Yeah, I almost wish they would go back on strike instead of launching this reboot.
Remember the It's Corn song?
What do you like about corn?
It's cold. A big corn that knobs and has the juice.
Yeah, I remember the corn guy.
Yeah. Okay, well, the It's Corn kid got himself a new ad gig.
Oh?
Yeah.
Corn related.
You would think.
Yeah.
But he's advertising for Ho 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 Green Giant.
Oh, okay, yeah, in the realm.
Yeah, so they do have like cans of corn and they do have frozen corn.
Kind of corn.
Kind of corn. But that's not what he's selling.
Oh.
He is selling dinosaur-shaped vegetable bites. They kind of look like the chicken fingers that are dinosaur-shaped, but these ones are veggie, I guess.
Yeah. Look at him branching off.
Yeah, here's the commercial so you can hear it. He's in a T-Rex costume running around for this.
I bet you can guess why my kid loves Green Giant Dino Veggie Tots.
Looks like we've turned this T-Rex into a veggie lover.
It's vegetables.
Veggies your kids will want to devour. That's giant.
Green Giant.
Interesting that they went away from his like tagline.
I know. I thought that he might say like, it even has corn. Yeah. The big lump with nuts. Like something to make you say, that's the corn kid. And I mean, in the song and clip that went viral, his grandma is in it, but they have an actor as his mom being like, I bet you can guess why my kid loves corn. It's like, that's not your kid. We know it isn't. We know what his family looks like. And then as well, I would just think this was a kid that liked vegetables.
Interesting. Yeah, maybe they're like, maybe we don't want to peg you as the corn kid for the rest of your life, so let's see if we can get you doing something else.
Let's see if we can peg you as the vegetable kid.
All right. They sound good.
Yeah, delicious. Let's try them.
New season of Love is Blind is out. Totally forgot. Have you watched it?
No, but are you going to spoil it for me?
No, well, maybe. Because I haven't seen it either, but this clip has just been going viral on TikTok, and so many people are reacting to it. It's a very confusing conversation, and maybe it's some of the main characters. I have no clue, but a lady just seems to beat around the bush about where she lives and what kind of job she does.
Okay.
So you were going to study medicine. What did you end up doing?
I ended up exploring a career in chemistry, so I'm a scientist.
What type of science?
I've worked in different industries.
Okay. What are you doing now?
Working in academia, but I work overseas.
Oh, where overseas?
In the Middle East.
Okay.
You work in the Middle East?
Yeah, but I'm going to be moving back to Houston full time soon.
Okay. When are you moving back?
Pretty much in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Okay. When you move back to Houston, where do you think you're going to be moving to?
Oh, I already moved back.
Oh, you already moved back.
Okay, so this is all in one conversation right there where she's like, yeah, I work in the Middle East. Actually, I'm going to be moving back pretty soon to Houston in a couple weeks. Actually, I live there already. All within one conversation.
Yeah, what's happening here?
Yeah, and then now that clip goes for a full minute there, and she's like, oh, I'm a chemist. Oh, I work in academia. Oh, I have my own business doing skincare. Oh, I do dermatology. And then he's like, what? You're not really telling me what you do right now.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody who got really excited about one job, started training for it, and then was like, oh, no, there's another job I could train for, too. Maybe I'll do that instead, and just never really finished anything, maybe?
Yeah. So I'm kind of hooked now. I need to know a little bit more about this weird job or something about this lady of what she's talking about. And I think the good thing about this clip was, you remember when the teasers were coming out for this new season of Love is Blind? Uh-huh. And it was just that one couple, and they didn't really show any other clips.
Yes.
At least this is a different couple.
This is a different couple. Okay, I was going to say, because Love is Blind only focuses usually on like 6 couples, and then you see there's 15 other people in their rooms that you never see again. Yeah. So I hope that they focus on at least 2 couples now. Yeah. I hope this person gets to, if they're going to like show her kind of looking a little bit dumb or a little bit vague, I hope they like see her through to see.
Build her up a little bit as well.
Yeah, give her a little bit of a couple good clips she could be turned into memes for.
Yeah, and I saw a couple comments being like, I need another 4 episodes. So they must leave on a pretty good cliffhanger is what I'm thinking.
Okay, tonight's the night, Sean. Let's go watch. Wood Buffalo Food Bank has put out a request. They're saying their shelves are empty and they need some help.
And it seems like it's like a lot of the main stuff that they, I guess, in other times would usually have, but it's tough times for a lot of people right now. And so this is completely out right here, like rice, pasta sauce, dried lentils, a couple others on the list. And you're just like, damn.
Yeah, those are important staples that go into every hamper every month. And we, saw this and thought, okay, how can we make it easier for people to donate? And so you and I are going to go out on Friday and pick up your donations. If you've got this in your cupboard and you're like, I could absolutely spare it, I could put that on my front deck if somebody would go and pick it up.
Yeah.
We can do that for you.
Yeah, so all you have to do is raid your pantry, I guess, see if you have anything that you are able to donate. If you do that and you do find some things, just simply register your name, address, email, and phone number over on our website, and we'll do the lifting. We'll do the pickup, and we'll do the drop-off, and we can all kind of come together as a team. We had that trade show over the weekend. Did you end up swinging by at all?
I did. I took a walk through, got to try out different samples of food and honey. And
always a fun time just to kind of gander around and take a peek at things.
Yeah, see the newest in mops, window cleaning appliances, apparatuses.
Sheets,
Yeah.
Did you see any kids with a leash on them like they were a dog?
No, I
No?
didn't. I don't usually look that low because I don't have a kid, so they're just not in my line of sight. But did you see a lot?
You didn't. It didn't need to be line of sight or anything. Yeah, when I was working the penalty box and I was at the trade show, I was there for 8 hours, so I was constantly people walking by me, and I thought like maybe someone was selling kid leashes inside.
You're kidding.
That's how many I saw.
Really? Were they like the ones with the cute little backpack that has like a furry animal on it, or like?
Yeah, it was kind of like those harnesses for dogs that you strap on onto their back. When you strap it onto their back and like it's that like elongated over their entire back, and then it like goes underneath them and you clip it type of thing. It was like that. It was on the kid's back, and then it was like a backpack almost.
Okay.
And then it just had this long leash that the parent was holding.
All right. Well, I mean, the trade show would be a place to lose a kid, so I guess they were trying to be proactive, or somebody in the trade show was selling them and like, look how easy it is to lose your kid in here. You want this?
Yeah, so
leash.
I thought maybe there was a vendor in there because I saw so many of them that the vendor was just like, you need this or you're going to lose your kid. And they sucked in a bunch of
They were like,
parents.
you're right. I am going to lose my kid. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Were you ever on a leash as a child?
What?
I don't know. I feel like this has been a trend for a long time. Like I haven't seen it in a while, but
No,
when we were kids,
you on a leash?
I don't think so.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Was I a runner? Who knows?
Yeah. No,
Little.
not for me. Only the bedroom, but only.
Let me tell you.
From entertainment to music and anything in between, this is The Buzz.
Travis Kelce's ex has a word of warning for Taylor Swift and her newfound romance with the Kansas City Chiefs tight end. Ex Maya Denbury says she wouldn't be a girl's girl if she didn't tell her to be smart with her heart. Once a cheater, always a cheater.
And this is what we call clout chasing, y'all. You only dated Travis for a couple months after winning a reality TV show with him back in 2016. So stay in your lane. Stop trying to ruin a good thing. We're in our Kelsey era.
And during Grey Cup week in Hamilton, in celebration of the big CFL game, Carrie Underwood will play as one of the musical guests. Her slot is on November 17th.
Yeah, this is wild. Friday night, Grey Cup Sunday. She's like the big Friday night performance. Not even the halftime show. I think the only explanation for the CFL pulling such like a huge American name like Carrie is her husband, Mike Fisher, Canadian, former NHLer. He clearly has some business to do in the Hammer, and she might as well do a performance there and catch a bag as well. So the only way she's stepping foot in the Steel City is if Mike has to go there.
Would You Rather Wednesdays.
Would you rather, Steph, live near the North Pole in the Arctic? I think the only jobs up there are, say, like at those science stations that they have all over the place.
So I'd have to be a scientist, I guess.
No, there's plenty of jobs that you can. Maybe you're
You
like
just said, I think they're the only jobs up there are scientists.
but they need like
people.
communications people and stuff.
Oh, okay. The
They have like a
scientists can't
kitchen
double
staff.
train.
They have a whole bunch of different jobs up there. Scientists are just one of them.
Okay, you're painting really nice pictures of the North Pole here.
Okay, so would you
Okay.
rather live near the North Pole in the Arctic or near the equator, like say like Bogota, Colombia?
Oh my gosh, what kind of a question is this? Definitely Bogota, Colombia. Do I have a profession there, or?
Well, I don't know. That's up to you. I was just giving like examples, rough examples. Like live near the North Pole in the Arctic or near the equator is the main would you rather part here.
Okay, definitely want to live near the equator. You can at least go outside. It seems like in the North Pole, if you want to, you have to put an astronaut suit on.
Very true.
Sean, would you rather have skin that changes color based on your emotions?
Okay, like a mood ring, but for your body.
But for your body. Or face tattoos like Post Malone always.
I'll take the face tats.
Really?
Yeah, let's get creative with it a little bit. Maybe some sponsors, get some free stuff. I don't know.
Oh,
do a little something with it.
I think I'd rather just learn to be flatlined all the time, zero emotion, instead of face
That's not
tattoos.
possible with you. That's not possible with you.
It is Wednesday, which means it's SPCA Pet of the Week Day.
Big shout out Pet Value Downtown and Eagle Ridge for bringing in Misty, Kim, and our friend.
Our special friend Bumble. If you've been up to the shelter, you've probably walked him or seen him. He's our gorgeous all white doggo. He's smaller. He's a smaller guy. He was with us for a few months receiving medical treatment. So if you've seen the photos we put online, he was suffering from mange, a skin condition, and his treatment just took an extra little bit of time, but he is looking fly. He looks great. There's no redness, irritation, or anything with him anymore, and that's all thanks to the donations to our Isabella Paws Fund.
Yeah.
So
And
he's a good guy.
How old and what kind of dog would you say Bumble
He's a
is?
young feller. I don't even know what kind of mix he would be. What would you say, Kim? Staffy.
Yeah.
He's
White dog.
White dog. He's like
Around your
a
knee height.
Yeah, he's a little dude, you know? He's just the most precious dude in the world. He loves everyone. With the right introduction, he could go home with a male dog. He loves females, loves puppies. He was hanging around with kids this weekend, and he wasn't jumping up.
Yeah, was he at the trade show?
No, he didn't visit us at the trade
Just the
show.
billboard?
Just his wonderful billboard showing his story.
Right.
And thank you to everyone who came by. It was great. We've had a successful weekend of adoptions, and it was a good weekend. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And then coming up this weekend, right? Is it this weekend?
Sunday is our Flash Tattoo Photography fundraiser. It's a third-party fundraiser in support of the shelter, so you can head on out to Anzac, get some nail trims, get a flash art tattoo. There's so many to choose from. You can also get your whole family photos. Like if you're thinking last minute, you're like, this is the weekend as the days get colder. I mean, why not? And it's going to be a beautiful setup. That will be from 9 to 5 out in Anzac, with more details on our Facebook page.
Yeah, and it is kind of the perfect day to get a family photo shoot, because as the days get colder, you can actually wear those fall clothes and not look like you're sweating in all your pictures. Misty, thanks for joining us. We're going to go film a little video of Bumble, and then we'll post it over on our Facebook page so you can check him out. It's been a ton of fun, but it's time for us to get out of here.
Yeah, and just a heads up, the landfill was going through a little something this morning, is what I'll say. The RM reached out to us, but there has been some updates, Steph. So public drop-off at the landfill has now reopened, but the commercial drop-off site remains closed.
Okay. So if you're feeling some gumption and you're just a normal resident, you can go to the landfill. But if you are working today and you're filling up a work truck, you can't go. Don't do it.
Yeah, I think you summarized it pretty great right there. And if you are going out and you want to take an extra TV with you to throw away, let me know. I know a guy who has a broken TV.
I know a guy who stupidly put his TV face down in his backseat on top of a zero gravity chair. Me too, yeah.
We don't need to talk about that. We just know a guy. We both know a guy.
Right. A friend of
that
a
has
friend.
a broken TV that needs to go to the dump. So if someone's doing a little trip, they can know a guy that can take it.
Yeah, we can hook you up with his phone number. We got to get out of here. We hope your day's looking on the bright side.
Say hi to your dogs. Goodbye. Know a guy.
Bye.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.